And they're going to start this party right about now with a former Archbishop Carroll Lion multinational champion and relay record holder, Jake Odey-Jordan, returning to the DMV for the Texas Titans. Watch out for the future Texas Tech Red Raider. He'll certainly get a large reception from the crowd, running the same distance he did last year. He says he feels more prepared for the 300 this time around. So we'll see how the World Under-20 bronze medalist will do. He brought his Team Great Britain sweatshirt to town as well, always representing his home country. 992. Not much more need be said than that about the 200 indoor national record holder and 100 outdoor national record holder, Tate Taylor, Odey-Jordan's future college teammate. Jake was initially committed to Florida, but transferred and changed his commitment to Texas Tech and joined Taylor in the Texas Titans. These two have become the most elite training partners in the boys high school sprint scene on the boys side. And Tate Taylor, in his 300-meter racing debut, sees a national record as a legitimate possibility. And on the outside, he'll be chasing the man that won the 60 in a U.S. #1 time of 6.63. The very dangerous sophomore from Texas as well, Dylan Mitchell. He's certainly not one to be counted out of this race. He really broke out onto the scene at the Texas Indoor State Championships. We've seen him really crush it at the Junior Olympic scene. He went 6.70 last week in 20.97 to take third in the 200 behind Taylor. So these two are going to be in for a great rematch. Of course, it was Odey-Jordan's #1 time that Mitchell had taken down. But all eyes have been on the two future Red Raiders in the entire build-up to this race. And this truly feels like an event that could become core to what we know as the VA Showcase, because way back in 2018, I remember just as a fan of track and field, as I was starting to figure out the 300 in my own athletics career, I was peering around for some national results, and all of a sudden I see Brian Herron running 32.64. That is the still standing national record that is now jointly held by he and the reigning USATF 300 champ, Jaden Horton-Mims. But how did Herron get there? He had to overcome a fierce rivalry with Tyrese Cooper, who was at the time the best sprinter in the country. We already mentioned a 3-time champion over the 500, former national record holder at 33.03 over 300. Herron simply blew all expectations out of the water and redefined the event as we know it. And it's so cool to see Odey-Jordan and Taylor in his shoes, and Cooper's as well, because it's really become a friendly rivalry between them two. We always see their workouts go viral online whenever we see them training with the assistants there, training to break 10 seconds in the 100. I mean, they are doing things at the high school level that are pretty difficult to conceive. Once again, that national record, 32.64 in the 300. Odey-Jordan ran a 33 mid here last year, so we know he's got the ability to shine as he gives one final handshake before they run 1.5 laps entirely in their lanes. You expect Odey-Jordan to get out of the blocks well. He's been working on his start. Tate Taylor admitted that if he had a weak point of his 100-meter race, which it's hard to imagine you have a weak point when you can run 9.92, but he said his start needs work, but he's so confident in his top end speed. How can he maintain it today? We're about to find out in the USATF boys 300-meter dash final. Odey-Jordan in 4, Taylor in 5, and Dylan Mitchell, the underdog sophomore 60-meter champion, going for the sweep in 6. Looking to beat a 32.64. Mitchell, the new U.S. #1 over the 60, right out of the blocks. trying to negotiate this distance. Relatively new to he and his fellow Texans. There goes Taylor in the gold for the Texas Titans. 100 more meters for he and Odey-Jordan as they come off the turn. This is what everybody's been waiting to see here at the VA Showcase. All eyes are on the clock. It's going to be close for the record. I think they got it. Tate Taylor, 32:45, a new national record and world under 20 record. Jake Odey-Jordan second, also below the mark, 32:63. The Raiders rack the record boards.
And that is a new national record for
Tate Taylor. Unbelievable. I'm amazed that he's still breathing out there. One more look at one of the greatest 300s we'll ever see. Tate Taylor made up that stagger on Mitchell, who's already gotten his win today, but Jake Odey-Jordan, if he was not in this race, who knows what would have happened. He pushed Tate all the way to the line. They turned this race into a glorified practice. They've been waiting, itching to get out here and do their thing. Ja'Cory Patterson had taken the under 20 world record in the indoor 300 down to 32:49. And Tate Taylor went a step further than the high school national record to get both. Unbelievable. What more can I say? They've done all the talking. And that is not even it, which is the crazy thing to consider here at the VA Showcase for the Invitational window. I don't think they confirmed the World Under 20 record yet, but I don't recall any instance in which Ja'Cory Patterson had his 32:49 broken. So just doing my best to nail that down to certify it, because that is a very important stat line that we have to certify.